Percentage. Definition of percentage. Percentage means comparison between any quantity to 100 and can be written as ratio with consequent or denominator equal to 100. Percent can be represented by symbol percent. For example, 5% means 5 semicolon 100 or 5 over 100. 1. Transformation of percentage to fraction and decimal. 1.1. Transformation of percentage to fraction. This can be done by transforming percentage to fraction with denominator of 100, then reduced to simplest form. For example, 25% equals 25 over 100 equals 1/4. 3.5% equals 7 over 2 over 100 equals 7 over 200. 1.2. Transformation of percentage to decimal. 1. Percentage of number or decimal can be transformed to fraction with denominator of 100, then shift decimal point to the left 2 steps. For example, 38% equals 38 over 100 equals 0.38. 150% equals 150 over 100 equals 1.50. 2. Percentage of fraction needs to be transformed to decimal, then follow the procedure in 1. For example, 4/5% equals 0.8% equals 0.8 over 100 equals 0.008. 150 1/5% equals 150.2% equals 150.2 over 100 equals 1.502. 2. Transformation of fraction and decimal to percentage. 2.1. Transformation of decimal to percentage. There are 2 concepts as follows. 1. Transform decimal to fraction. Reproduce fraction into a fraction with denominator of 100. Finally, transform fraction to percentage. For example, 0.3 equals 3 over 10 times 10 over 10 equals 30 over 100 equals 30%. 1.5 equals 145 over 100 equals 145%. 2. Concept of multiplying decimal with 100% can be done as follows. Shift decimal point 2 steps to the right. For example, 0.05 equals 0.05 times 100% equals 5%. 1.45 equals 1.45 times 100% equals 145%. 2.2. Transformation of fraction to percentage. 1. Reproduce fraction into a fraction with denominator of 100, then transform to percentage. For example, 7 over 10 equals 7 times 10 over 10 times 10 equals 70 over 100 equals 70%. 3/4 equals 3 times 25 over 4 times 25 equals 75 over 100 equals 75%. 2. Transform fraction to decimal by dividing numerator with denominator, then transform to percentage. For example, 7 over 10 equals 0.7 equals 0.7 times 100% equals 70%. 4 1/8 equals 4.125 equals 412.5%. Percentage calculation. Percentage calculation can be performed by using proportion. This proportion is related to numbers that will always be 100 and can be written as A over B equals C over 100, whereas A is quantity and B is another quantity compared to A, and C over 100 is percentage results from comparing A to B. Furthermore, the above proportion can be written in form of A equals C over 100 times B, or A equals C percentage of B. Example, find 32% of 25. Solution, given A equals 32% of 25, A equals 32% of 25 equal to 32 over 100 times 25. A equals 8. So 32% of 25 equals to 8. In the same manner, from A equals C percentage of B, A equals C percentage of B. A equals C over 100 times B, A equals C over 100 times B. A over B equals C over 100. A times 100 equals C times B. That is, A over B times 100 equals C. A times 100 over C equals B. Example, how many percentage does 18 represent in 40? Solution, given 18 equal to C percentage of 40. 18 equals C over 100 times 40. 18 over 40 equals C over 100. 18 over 40 times 100 equals C. C equals 45. So 18 represents 45% of 40. Example, what number does 20 represent to 40%? Solution, given 20 equal to 40% of B. 20 equals 40 over 100 times B. 20 times 100 equals 40 times B. 20 times 100 over 40 equals B. B equals 50. So 20 representing 40% of 50. Example, find 1. 20% of 10% of 3,500. 2. 100% minus 80% times 70%. Solution, 1. 20% of 10% of 3,500 equals 20% times 10% times 3,500 equals 20 over 100 times 10 over 100 times 3,500 equals 70. So 20% of 10% of 3,500 equals 270. 2. 100% minus 80% times 70% equals 1 minus 0.8 times 0.7 equals 1 minus 0.56 equals 0.44. So 100% minus 80% times 70% equals to 0.44 or 44%. Uses of percentage in occupation. We need knowledge of percentage for calculation both in daily lives and every career. For example, 30 to 50% price discount. Ammonium nitrate fertilizer has nitrogen as a component of 25%, saving 20% of earning, etc. Example, Sari got a math exam score 34 out of 40. Find percentage of his score. Solution, given that Sari scores X%, get score X from full score of 100 can be written in proportion as X over 100 equals Sari's score over full score. X over 100 equals 34 over 40. X equals 34 over 40 times 100. X equals 85. So percentage of Sari's score is 85%. Example, a factory has malfunctioning machines of 3%. Replacements of those machines are 12 units. Find the number of all machines in this factory. Given n representing numbers of every machine, malfunction machines are 3%, so we get 3 over 100 equals 12 over n. N equals 12 times 100 over 3 equals 400. So there are 400 machines in this factory.